Hi, I'm Christina, and I don't really have friends to hang out with on New Year's Eve. Anyway, I want to make this video because I was like, okay, either I continue feeling very sorry for myself or I get up and see that there are probably lots of other fun things we can do alone. I made a list. Okay, so I was thinking we could make a really nice dinner for one. Make a whole thing out of it, you know, like light all the candles. Maybe we can do a little closet detox, see what sparks joy and what doesn't. Then, you know, New Year coming up. Why don't we just start planning our next year? Anything goes. Everything is possible for 2026. And last but not least, get everything out. Everything we normally keep for a special occasion. Today is the special occasion. Let's go hit the shops. I don't know, like on the one hand I feel really great that I have a plan now, like what to do and everything, but I also kind of feel very sad, like a little bit like a loser now, but no, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I'm 28. I think it's also great to practice how to make your own New Year's unforgettable. Should have got myself some flowers. That would be so cute. Where are the off-the-road? I need a fun dream. Maybe this one, inner winner, I am a winner in life. You know, I just had a very humbling moment and I want to share this with you. So, I don't know, I sometimes really wonder, like, you know, why people don't approach me. And when they do, they're like, oh my god, I thought you actually really mean. And I'm like, what? I'm like the most golden retriever people pleaser you will ever meet. And now when I was like scanning everything, like at the self-scan out thingy, I looked at myself in this little TV that like records you. I was literally looking like this. And now it all makes sense. I'm very sorry that I give off this energy. I don't mean it. But deep down, I am kind and I just want people to be happy. I wanted to clean out my wardrobe for like so long because like there is so much stuff sitting in there that I'm not wearing anymore. It feels wasteful and I'm just thinking somebody else is probably gonna be much happier with that. I feel like this is a great activity to do, you know, because I don't know, I feel like as soon as I sit down, I take out my phone and I start scrolling and I start feeling really shitty about myself again. So let's tackle my wardrobe. Okay, so I would say we start with this portion. I feel completely overwhelmed when I just look at it. Anyway, but again, you know, it's our day, it's our New Year's. Let's make it as cozy as we can. I have a cute little lamp. Super cozy. What else? I have this diffuser thingy. We can turn this one on. I think some lavender oil is inside. Can you see the mist? I don't know if this is the best idea, to be honest, for New Year's when you're already in a vulnerable state. Like, I know where I was coming from to like detox your space. But I think we need to do something else. I think it's time to write down some goals. I need to go internal and tackle my mind. I think it's as cozy as I can make it. We got lots of lights on. I even lit a full-on candle. Almost burned down the place. We have still the Christmas tree going on. I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of New Year's resolutions because they kind of stress me out. Always the stakes feel so high. Like, I know, like, just because I've written something down doesn't mean I need to get it done. But like the stakes always feel so high that I like overthink it. I'm like, do I really want to write this down? Or maybe is something else better to write down? Basically, I'm overthinking the New Year's resolutions that should probably help me overthink less. So I want to see it more as planting seeds, you know, so we plant some seeds of things we want to do next year that can blossom into beautiful flowers in the months to come. And also I want to do it differently this year. I don't know, I always kept my New Year's resolutions kind of realistic. Isn't that the whole point, to be a bit delusional and to be a bit, you know, fuck it, let's just write it down, you know, like let's think big. So this year it's gonna be my no one cares. Planting a seed 2026 list. All right, welcome to my anything goes 2026 nobody cares brainstorming session. I didn't find a white paper, but I found like a weekly planner which I didn't use, and the backside is white. So that's as good as anything. Anything goes. When I think about 2026, anything goes. Nothing is too big, nothing is impossible, nothing is cringe, because nobody cares. Anything goes 2026. I want to have the courage to be myself. Let everything else fall into place. Be bold, you know, be bold. Really feel drawn towards Amsterdam. I was doing like some solo trips there, and I don't know, I'm like, I have such an urge to maybe move there. I don't know, fuck it. You know what else I want to do? I want to do a solo trip to New York. I know, imagine how epic it's gonna be, us going to New York. Make friends. Be selective, but open. Don't just be friends with whoever wants to be friends with me, because I kind of did that and that didn't lead anywhere. But open, you know, because I'm like too scared to approach somebody who I find actually really likable, like in a yoga class, for example. I got much better at that. I actually made some friends this year while I was in Amsterdam. I'm really proud of that. I want to continue that for next year and even take it up a notch.
I just want to go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you.
That was actually really fun. I think now that I started it, I kind of broke like this pressure to make it perfect. Like now I feel like ideas can just flow, I can add things, I can cross things out. So I think this is a good base for my reflection for the next year. So this is like the, for now, final thing. Anything goes 2026. It's gonna be amazing because nobody cares but us. Does that make sense? I don't know. But basically, anything goes, and it's gonna be so fucking fun. And we're gonna be bold. Okay, that's such a fun activity. This is by far the best thing I did now on finding out what other fun things we can do on New Year's Eve. Definitely that. Now it's time to pamper it up. Everything I say for a special occasion. Today's the occasion. We're here. That's the occasion. We are here and we want to make ourselves a great time. So let's see what I have. I have one sheet mask. To be honest, the thought of putting like a cold sheet mask on my face now doesn't sound that appealing. I think I'm just gonna put like a thick layer of like face cream and then completely soak it. It's kind of the same like a face mask. Well, that is a beautiful angle. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we do now a face mask, aka I'm putting more of my cream on my face, and then we're gonna get all cozy in our candle-lit room. There's one candle on because the other one I couldn't turn on. I have a plan B if like I start reading and I feel completely bored about it. There is still one episode of Stranger Things I can watch. Do you see how moisturized my face is now?
I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our two elbows.
This sentence you need to listen to. Look, if I wasn't going to spend my life chasing socially compliant goals and trying to live up other people's expectations, I had to reflect deeply on what truly mattered to me, the goals I wanted to achieve, the life I wanted to lead, and the woman I wanted to be. Man, this is kind of what we just did. Not thinking about what somebody else wants next year be, but what we want. Anyway, I don't want to read anymore. I think let's watch something. It's time to make dinner! I've been waiting for this moment for a very long time. Since we went to the grocery store, basically, because I got really cool things. I can't wait to make a really nice dinner. Make a whole thing out of it. Alright, so we're gonna have a pasta salad. Like I just showed you. Mozzarella, tomatoes, and I want to peel it out all fresh and then add on top of my salad. So fancy. Now I did hear you need to be super careful with getting like the juice on your clothing because basically it will never go out again. Now I don't know if this is like, you know, one of those like lies you've been told as a kid, you know, just to be careful. See you in a second. All right, now we can get our hands dirty. Use a towel, kids. Is this a cool angle? Okay. I think we're just gonna go for it. Like for 2026, we just go for it. Anything goes. That is a beautiful piece of fruit. Actually, this is not that bad. Why are people making such a big deal out of that. Oh. I don't know, like now when it's all standing there, I'm not sure if actually this bad boy fits the rest. I mean, only one way to find out. Very sweet. Let's add the pasta. Let me know if you're also a fan of garlic powder. I think it's the best invention ever. Look what else I have in my fridge. That makes me feel so adult, like some sprouts. Oh, wow. Just for the vibes. You know, in the end, isn't it all for the vibes? Like, I think life is all just making it as nice as possible. Cheers. Here's to a new year. Full of, I don't know why I'm holding a speech now. It doesn't feel like, you know, I'm like, the only option now is to watch something. I actually do want to watch something. I actually do want to finish Stranger Things, so that's what I want to do. You know, like, not really having someone to hang out with when you want to hang out with someone sucks. You know, like it is what it is. Like, I'm literally with you on that one. But honestly, I also see it as such a great chance for us to learn to have fun by ourselves, to discover what we like doing and not like doing, and kind of develop this confidence in ourselves. So I'm gonna hit you now with the most Pinteresty quote I've probably ever said out loud. Sometimes hanging out alone is better than with the wrong people. You know, we figure out what we want and then we go out there and find the right people for us. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great start to the new year. And remember, you know, anything goes. Everything is possible. Okay, love you.